Hello, welcome or welcome back to Budget with Mads. This video is going to be a bonus cash stuffing video, which I feel like we've not done in a hot minute. So, I'm very excited. Alright, so basically, I have overpaid in my first 4 weeks of being paid from my new job. I was putting £200 a week into my bills account, and like 150 on the last week, so like £750. But then I just redid all of my bills and things, and I worked out I only actually need to put 650. So I've given myself a £100 refund from my bills account. I've had a look at what's in my bills account, what's come out and what still needs to come out, and I think I've got a really good buffer in there. Even after taking this out, I think I've got about £550. I'm going to leave it in there because obviously I'm scared to touch it in case something big comes out or there's a crisis or whatever. But I feel very safe to take this £100 back, so that's exactly what I'm doing. And I also I'm going to be taking my Invisalign envelope out. If you didn't watch a couple of videos back, I did go for an Invisalign consultation with my mum because they had an open day where it was like supposed to be really good offers and blah blah blah. Both the dentist and the assistant said that it would be very minimal work for my teeth because honestly it's only a couple of my bottom teeth that are not straight. Where my retainer broke like right after I got it, and I was abroad so I couldn't get a new one, so they like moved after my braces, which is so annoying. But they still quoted me like £4 to fix it, and I'm not spending £4 on a couple of teeth, so at least not yet. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, £100 from Invisalign that I can restuff as well, because I'm certainly not doing that. So today we are stuffing 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, £200. Which is so exciting. I feel like I got an extra little payday. I tried to be really like careful with this extra money and just really focus on putting it towards like fun things and enjoying my money, while still trying to be a bit sensible. So yeah, I think I've come up with a good balance. So, I mean, let's have a look anyway. So I'm just going to start with my daily spending because I think this is actually getting a little something. And I did do this budget before I realised I'd need to get a haircut before my mum's holiday. My mum's wedding. So nothing is going in beauty, unfortunately. But I will focus on that in rollover. Sorry, my throat's really dry. Let me just grab a drink. Okay, sorry about that. I've also just remembered my Alexa's probably going to go off halfway through this, so apologies. I will pause the video when I shout at her so I don't set yours off if you have one at home. Anyway, first of all, date night is going to be getting stuffed, and it's getting £20 because it's my boyfriend's birthday, so I'm obviously going to take him out for dinner. So we've got 40 in there now, which should cover most of it, hopefully. I think that's the only one in there getting stuffed. So I feel good about that. Just do a quick flick through this one. Flat sinking fund is not getting anything. Gifts is getting a bit extra, again because his birthday's coming up. So I've got 30 in there for Father's Day at the moment, but I'm just going to add 10 in. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 180. I felt like a bingo person when I said that. Dentist is not getting anything. Cats is fully funded. My birthday is actually getting stuffed because it never gets stuffed. And it's getting £10. So this tracker saves 200 with each cake being worth 10. Where have I put my blue pen? There it is. I was just using it. So I'm going to colour in one more cake for the 10 that I've just put in. If you do like any of these trackers, by the way, they are available in my Etsy shop, which is linked in the description of all of my videos. Christmas is getting a little top up as well because I fear I'm slacking on that as well. So that's getting £10. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, £180. Same as gifts actually, that's a bit weird. Vacation. Oh, I wish it was getting something extra, but it's not. Treat yourself is, because again, I feel like I never put in here, and when I do, I just take it straight back out. So I'm going to really try and just fully fund this before I touch it. So it's getting £10, so sort of 15 now. Obviously the tracker says a lot more, so I'm just going to leave that as it is until I catch up. Car insurance is not getting anything. Car tax and MOT. I'll go and get my food out the oven in a sec. I've got like 4 lunches to make, so I've just cooked the chicken because we're having chicken salads. But I like it a little bit crispy, so I'm going to leave it a couple more minutes. Just don't let me forget. Car tax and MOT is not getting anything. Car maintenance, however, if you again watched a couple of videos ago, you'll know that I'm disputing a parking fine at the minute of £100, but just in case I lose it, I'm putting another £20 in here. So annoying, because it's literally, I've got a parking fine of £100 for parking in the car park of my building that I live in. If you want the full story, I'll just sum it up quick. It's really boring, but my permit has to be on display at all times. I pay £600 a year for my permit. It's always in the same place, and I like parked in town like a week back or something, had my windows open because it's been scorching hot, and that ticket blew over partially of my permit, and so they fined me £100 for that, even though I give them £600 a year for the pleasure of the fine. But yeah, anyway, I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1, 10, 20, £120. So I do have the money, but it's not about that, it's about go away. Leave me alone. But yeah, this fund is supposed to be for like if something goes wrong on my MOT, or you know, I break down or something like that. But whatever, hopefully they'll get back to me soon. They definitely won't. So furniture is not getting anything either. Savings is getting a bit, no it's not, that's a big fat lie. That is everything in that one. So moving on to the fun one. Social is actually getting a bit of love. So it's getting £10, so social now has 15, which is like the most it's had for months, I feel. Clothes is not getting anything, shopping is not getting anything, shoes is not, health is getting 5. You can hear those kids screaming, those are my neighbours. Yeah, health is getting 5. Events is getting stuffed as well. So events is getting £20. And if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I'm currently paying off Alex Warren and Benson Boone tickets. So that should bring me down to £75 left I need to pay off, and then it's just train travel and spending money and blah 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 blah. So working that down slowly. Day out is not getting, no it is, oh my god, how fun. I could use this towards like the train tickets and stuff when I go to the concerts anyway. But day out is getting 10. So I now have 10, 20, 25, that's exciting. Oh dear, I should have just opened it more really. New Year's is getting stuffed as well. As you can see, I was really trying to seize the opportunity of being able to stuff the fun ones a bit more. So I've got 25 in that as well actually. And I'm going to colour in one more icon because each one is worth 5 to save £100. I did this last year and it was so like fun just going out on New Year's and knowing I've got a whole £100 that I can spend, and I just didn't have to stress about buying drinks or anything, or having a good time, or having to come home early because I've run out of money or whatever. So yeah, highly recommend this one actually. Rainy Day is fully funded. Laser eye surgery is not getting anything, unfortunately, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon, so it's not a problem. Electronics is getting stuffed as well. And that's getting £10. So I've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75 in there now. I do need some new earphones because I've at the gym now. I can't have the ambient sound on because if I do, the left one is a bit broken, so it sounds like an actual rocket in my ear. Wait, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 5, yeah. So yeah, I might use this money to get new earphones, or I might try and hold off till Christmas and ask for some for Christmas, I'm not sure. But yeah, if not, this will eventually be going towards a Switch 2, but I'm not going to buy it anytime soon because there's nothing wrong with my Switch that I've had since like 2019, so it doesn't need replacing, so I'm not going to replace it. Hobbies, it's not getting anything either, I don't think. No. Petrol, no. Black Friday, no, only because that envelope didn't exist when I did this budget, so that is a little bit sad. What do we have left? 60. Aha, I have done it right. Okay, so I do need to get a new challenge, but this is going to be the 3 months ahead. So 1 month ahead is fully funded in my premium bonds at 1,500, so I've got the fully funded card in here, and I did start 3 months ahead, and I saved £100, so I took the £100 cash out and I put that in my premium bonds as well. So I need some fives, obviously. I need some fives. Do I even have any though? Did I have some earlier? Let me have a quick flick. Is that 2? No, that's 75, isn't it? Yeah. Rubbish. Oh my god, I've got really bad pins and needles in my leg. In my leg, in my foot. Same difference. No, that's 25. Oh no, this is going to be... Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so 2 5s for a 10. Oh, I need a 10. Okay, wait. Here we go. 10, 10. Put a 20 in there. Now, I can do 5 5 and put a 10 in there. Okay. Thought we were not going to be able to do it then. Sorry, I just have to readjust because it's going to go so numb. Right, so yeah, I've got the fully funded and the £100 placeholder in there, so I've actually got 1,600 in total. And today it's getting 25. So when I get a tracker, I'll be able to colour in 2.5 hearts because that will be £125. But yeah, I'm really happy to be starting this one back up again. And then finally, the last 35 is, of course, sorry for that horrible sound, going into the cupcake tin. So this will be open at the end of the year. We're literally already halfway there, which I cannot believe. So I feel like I need to be putting more in here than I have been. So we're doing 20, 30, and 35. And that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh my god, I forgot about my food. It's gonna be so burnt.